Let's start with the basics.
You first.
My name is Tracy Fritts, and I'm the Vice President of Quality and Outcomes for Consonus Rehab.
I'm Neil Marshall, Vice President of Operations at Consonus Pharmacy.
And I'm Jordan Constanzo, a post-acute rehab administrator with Marquis.
Here's what we're here to talk about.
3 of the most important words you'll ever hear at Marquis and Consonus.
Champions,
Legends,
and ambassadors.
You'll run into them a lot.
You won't be able to escape them.
Champions,
Legends,
and ambassadors.
They're everywhere. Brochures, flyers,
on the web,
hanging on the walls even.
In many ways, those 3 words,
champions, legends, and ambassadors,
are at the heart, to the very core of everything we do and value.
But to understand that better, let's zoom way out and look at this from about 50,000 feet.
Basically, there's more than 4,000 of us who have chosen to work here at Marquis and Consonus and be a part of this family.
We've each made a choice to devote a significant part of our lives to this cause and company.
And we did it for a pretty simple reason.
To help people live the best rest of their lives.
There's nothing more important than that.
So, as we work together to fulfill that higher mission and purpose,
every employee at Marquis and Consonus is recognized and honored
with 3 vital designations.
Wait for it.
Champions,
Legends,
and ambassadors.
Let's start with the first. What does it mean to really be a champion?
At Marquis and Consonus, we define a champion as someone who helps people live the best rest of their lives in their daily actions and behaviors.
In other words, we're all champions, all the time.
We wouldn't be here if we weren't.
And actually, we shouldn't be here if we aren't.
Being a champion is a way of living life, a way of seeing one's place in the world, whether at home or work.
It's a commitment to strive for continued excellence in everything we do.
To always do our best.
And by the way, being a Marquis or Consonus champion isn't like winning the Super Bowl or the World Series.
Doesn't mean to triumph over someone else. It means to triumph for someone else.
One thing I've learned as I talk to residents, patients, and family members is that they know a genuine champion when they see one.
She gave me a hug. Didn't even know me. Gave me a hug. Small, simple, little, teeny hug.
She put on her coat, got in her car, drove to my doctor's office, waited while the paperwork was all taken care of and signed, and brought it back. And she's been my champion ever since.
The day my husband passed, she was there for me. Meant a lot to me, still does.
I don't think we appreciate them enough.
You are champion. I wish there would be more people like you.
They have found their niche in life by making people like me feel like life is worthwhile. Simple as that.
Feel so proud, so very, very proud of what you do, because that's not just a career, not just a profession. It's a art, it's a gift, and it changes people's lives. It really does. It changed Monty's and my life too.
Examples like that set the bar high.
They give us a lot to live up to.
But again, that's what champions do.
They help people live the best rest of their lives.
We do it all day, every day.
No matter what our role is.
Now, we all know champions we work with who go above and beyond to take things to the next level.
We have a word for someone like that.
Legend.
At Marquis and Consonus, we define a legend as someone who makes a defining act in a defining moment outside of their normal responsibilities or workday.
Here's how it happens.
In the course of daily duties or interactions, things come up that demand much, much more of us.
Legends not only accept those challenges, they embrace them.
And that's when a champion crosses over to become a legend.
Let me tell you about Michelle Wood. She's our occupational therapist at Marquis Newburgh, and she is a champion OT. But a defining moment happened when she met 3 gentlemen who had all suffered a stroke the same month. And by chance, they were admitted to Marquis Newburgh. She was trying to find ways to empower them to really take their recovery to that next level, and decided, I want to create a stroke support group where the 3 of them can sit together and foster recovery in one another. Michelle didn't have to create a stroke support group. She's a busy lady. She's an occupational therapist that spends 8 hours a day giving of herself. But she didn't even think twice about it. She knew that that was a piece of herself that she wanted to share, and that she could give, and she could find the energy to help support these gentlemen and every other person who's walked through the door since.
I don't think I'd be here if it wasn't for her.
You weren't supposed to make me cry today, Scott.
No, sorry.
Michelle is a champion, Michelle is a legend, and I just think Michelle is a wonderful example for all of us.
When I think about a memorable legend, one of the first people who jumps into my mind is Loriann Lee. She's a champion, someone who cares deeply about her patients and does her best in every daily act. But last year, Lori stepped up and did something extraordinary that went far beyond her job description.
Let me tell you how Lori became a legend. We had a resident who was younger than most of our residents. She was in her mid-30s.
She was 2 years younger than my daughter, and to see this young lady who needed all of our help, it really resonated with me.
Her recovery didn't end up quite like we had hoped it would, and Lori talked to her parents and really wanted to get this family back together.
I'm a mom. I wanted her home.
Everybody said no. The dialysis said no, the doctors said no. Everybody in town said it wasn't possible to get her back home to her parents before she died, and Lori did. Lori not only got her back, she drove her 2 hours in what I think is one of the worst snowstorms Klamath had seen that year, and got her to Medford for her flight.
She made it to Texas, and she called me, and she always called me baby girl. She goes, baby girl, I'm in Pasadena, Texas, and my family's here.
She got her home for Thanksgiving and Christmas, where she was able to be with her family, and she passed shortly after.
We got her home just in time.
She didn't feel heroic. She didn't think what she had done was legendary.
I'm not anything special. I just love my patients, and so it was an honor.
She changed somebody's life. And even though we think she's a champion every day, this one act, I think, made her stand out as a legend.
But she will always be my special patient.
Every single person in our pharmacy is a champion. They help people live the best rest of their life every single day. During the fire crisis in California, the California team and the entire organization stepped in and definitely made a defining act and a very defining moment. This fire brought the team together on a massive scale. We had individuals fly down from our Oregon location, pitch in from our Nevada pharmacy location. We had technicians whose own homes may have been at risk for being evacuated or for being consumed by these fires. But every single person was there at work doing what they needed to do to get medications to our residents. We had smoke rolling into the pharmacy like fog. You could barely see 10 feet in front of you because the smoke was so thick. We were delivering medications to communities, churches, hotel rooms, individual family homes. If I had the entire team standing in front of me today, I would tell each and every one of them that they are the legend of Consonus. They exemplified what we do day in and day out in a very defining moment.
So we've talked about champions, we've talked about legends.
But there's still one more vital designation Marquis Consonus uses to honor its long-term employees.
Ambassadors.
Ambassadors make a sustained commitment to the long-term care profession and to being a champion of our clients' journeys.
They've been with Marquis Consonus for 10, 20, even 30 years.
And showed incredible dedication to our mission.
All are champions. Many are legends. And each year we honor these amazing people at a special banquet and awards presentation, where they walk across the stage to be recognized for their commitment to our people and our profession.
I'm an ambassador myself. I've been here for 23 years, and I can tell you that there's a real sense of meaning, purpose, and accomplishment that comes from contributing to this incredible mission over the long haul. It's a good feeling, and I highly recommend it.
So just to review.
All of us are champions, with expertise and passion that shines through in everything we do.
We can all be legends simply by choosing to make a defining act in a defining moment.
And after experiencing the rewards of being a champion every day and getting to work side by side with legends,
becoming an ambassador just seems to happen all on its own.